We're back here on the Hunter Call the Wild, and today we're going to be counting down the top 10 nastiest trolls in the Hunter Call the Wild right now. Not only are we going to count them down, but I am also going to share some tips and a hotspot map so that you can hopefully find a diamond for these species that love to troll. Now let me know in the comments, what is the nastiest troll you have ever had? And somewhere in the video I am going to share a key phrase. Drop that in the comments for your chance to win a 1-month membership to the channel, and we are going to dive right into it. So before we start our countdown, I actually wanted to talk about what a troll is. So a troll is a max level animal that has a trophy rating less than diamond. So basically it's a gold when you pass the harvest check. So for example, this here is a troll. So you look at the diamond trophy rating, see it is a max level animal. I have passed the harvest check, but the trophy rating is just not big enough. It's below diamond. When the trophy rating is at diamond or above and you pass the harvest check, you will get a diamond. But when the trophy rating is too small, it's below diamond, then that is a troll. But it has to be a max level animal in order to be considered a troll. So if this mule deer scored 312.17 or higher, it would have been a diamond. And of course, I have to pass the harvest check in order to get full score. Now, I personally feel like trolls are a necessary evil in the game. I would not want to see them removed, because if we didn't have trolls in the game, there wouldn't be that excitement when you're running up to a max level animal that you've just shot and you're going, please make it, please make it. That would be gone. So as much as I don't like being trolled, I would not want to see them removed from the game. And trolls make when you do finally get that diamond even sweeter. Now, let's head into that top 10 list. Coming in at number 10 on our list of top 10 nastiest trolls in Call the Wild is a species that you will only find here in Emerald Coast, and that species is the sandbar deer. Now, in this list, I do have 10 species, and the first 4, while they are definitely worse for trolling than a lot of other species, the really crazy trolls start at number 6. Those numbers 1 to 6 literally belong in a category all on their own. They are just horrible trolls. But here we are at number 9. So sandbar deer definitely do like to troll. They go to level 5. They can make diamond at level 4 and level 5. But if you do find a level 5, there is a fairly good chance you may be looking at a troll. Now their diamond trophy rating is 166.43. So if you find a level 4 or level 5 with that number within the estimate, that is a diamond potential sandbar. Definitely shoot it and pass the harvest check, and you could find yourself a diamond. But more than likely it will not be, because sandbar do love to troll. They actually drink at the same time as 2 other species on this map. They drink from 17 to 20, along with red fox and bantang. Now you'll find them literally anywhere on the map except for along the coast. And the best way to hunt them is just to set it to their drink time and hit all of the water sources where they can drink. And this is where you'll find them. Sandbar deer can be found literally anywhere on the map drinking except for along the east coast. Coming in at number 9 on our list of top 10 nastiest trolls in Call the Wild is a species that can be hunted here in Te Awaroa or in Sundar Patan. Now this species actually just came here to Te Awaroa as a backfilled species just a few months ago, and the species that I am referring to is the Himalayan tar. Now after doing 3 grinds for the Great One tar, I actually learned that tar do love to troll. They definitely troll more than a lot of other species in the game. So if you do find a level 5, you could be looking at a diamond, but you also could definitely be looking at a troll. Now to hunt them here in Te Awaroa, they do not drink. They also don't drink in Sundar Patan, so you have to hunt them in their feed and rest times. So I set up a grind here for tar, and the feed zone time I chose was from 4 to 7. But they have several different feed zone times that you can hunt them in. From 4 to 11 and from 14 to 20. Within those times, they will be feeding. Now you will have several different feed zone times within those time frames, but the best way to hunt them is to come on out to the mountains and spot every single one. You are looking for a level 5. Now they definitely can go diamond at level 4 and level 5, but most of the time you are looking for a 5 when you are looking for a diamond. And their diamond trophy rating is 101.87. So if that number falls within the estimate of a level 4 or level 5, that is a diamond potential tar. Take a good shot and pass the harvest check, and hopefully you will not get trolled. Himalayan tar can be found feeding in all of the yellow highlighted areas. I have shown on the map where my zones are. Yours won't be exactly the same, but they will be very similar. Coming in at number 8 on our list of top 10 nastiest trolls in Call of the Wild is a species that you can now hunt on 4 different maps. In Ski Ridge, in Parque Fernando, in Silver Ridge Peaks, and in Rancho del Arroyo. This species is none other than the mule deer, and the mule deer is our newest great one to come to the game. Now I am currently 2,000 kills into my first mule deer grind. I still don't have a great one, but one thing I have learned is that muleys do love to troll. Up until not very long ago, I had more trolls than diamonds in this grind. That is kind of insane. I actually didn't know that they were terrible trolls until grinding them, but they definitely do love to troll. Now muleys go to 5. They can make diamond at level 4 and level 5, but most of the time when you are looking for a diamond, you are looking for a level 5. But just because you find a 5 does not guarantee that you are looking at a diamond. A lot of the time, that trophy rating is just not going to be big enough for diamond, and the trophy rating for muleys is 312.17. So mule deer drink from 15 to 1800, and to hunt them, they can be found on the left half of the map in Ski Ridge when they are drinking between 15 and 1800. Coming in at number 7 on our list of top 10 nastiest trolls in Call of the Wild is a species that can be hunted only here in Emerald Coast, and we are referring to none other than the kangaroo. Now kangaroos love to troll, and all of the species going forward are literally in a category all on their own. They are horrible for trolling. They troll way more than 50% of the time. I'm guessing that the species going forward troll more like 80% or more of the time, and that is kind of insane. Now with kangaroos, you are looking for a 9 legendary when you are looking for a diamond. They do drink, although they drink at night from 0 to 3, but it's probably better to hunt them in their feed and rest times. You can definitely find lots of them down in the bottom, basically the bottom left corner of the map, all kinds of kangaroos. And basically all you can do is just keep hunting them until you find a 9, shoot it, good chance it's going to be a troll, and if it trolls you, go back and hunt them again, and keep doing that until you do find yourself a diamond. I don't know why certain species troll way more than others, but kangaroo is definitely one of them. And this is where you will find them in Emerald Coast. Kangaroos can be found in all of the highlighted and starred areas on the map when they are drinking between 0 and 3 o'clock. Coming in at number 6 on our list of top 10 nastiest trolls in Call of the Wild is a species that can be hunted only here in Sundar Patan. And the species that I am referring to is the wild yak. Now wild yaks go to 9 legendary, and they actually can make diamond at 8 mythical and at 9 legendary, which is kind of ironic. But if you do find a 9, there is a very good chance that it could be a troll. They do love to troll quite a bit, yet they can make diamond at 8 mythical, so they definitely keep us on our toes. So their diamond trophy rating is 273.23, so if you do find an 8 mythical or a 9 legendary with 273 within the estimate, you could be looking at a diamond. So here we have an 8 mythical right here. So unfortunately, the top number for this 8 mythical is 265. If that number were above 273 or at 273, it is possible for him to be a diamond. So take a good shot with the correct caliber of weapon and cross your fingers. Maybe say a little prayer. But I have been trolled a crazy amount by wild yak. They are definitely one of the worst trolls in the game. But to hunt them, basically you want to change it to their drink time, and they drink here in Sundar Patan from 8 to 12, and hit all of the spots where they drink, spot every single one, and shoot every 8 mythical and 9 legendary that you see. So you will find wild yak drinking from 8 to 12 at all of these spots indicated on the map. They will only be found on the top third of the map. Coming in at number 5 and number 4 on our list is a tie between 2 species that are very, very similar. Now those 2 species that I'm referring to are the woodland and the Grant Caribou. Now, Grant Caribou are the caribou that you find here in Yukon Valley. They were renamed with the last update to differentiate them from the new caribou species that you will find in Askey Ridge. And those are the woodland caribou. Now, both of these caribou species have the same diamond trophy rating of 430.23, and both of them love to troll. It's really not that difficult to find a 5. That is the max level for all caribou species, but it's a lot harder to find a 5 that actually makes diamond. They just love to troll. So Grant Caribou drink from 4 to 8, and woodland caribou drink from 20 to 0. So it's a little more fun to hunt for Grant Caribou in their drink time because they drink during daylight. Now, the best way to hunt them is in their drink time. Hit all their hotspots, spot every single one. If you do find a 5, shoot it and pray that it makes diamond. And if it doesn't, go back out and try to find another one. So woodland caribou drink in the top right corner. Now, there isn't a lot of caribou on the map. There's only like 50 or so males. Definitely a lot less caribou than there is in Yukon. So it might be a little harder to find a diamond of the woodland caribou than of the Grant Caribou. Now, you can find Grant Caribou in Yukon in all of the highlighted areas, the red being the best, and they drink from 4 to 8 in Yukon. Coming in at number 3 on our list of top 10 nastiest trolls in Call of the Wild is a species that you can hunt only here in Medved Taiga, and I am referring to the mountain reindeer. Now, with the last update, reindeer had their name changed from just reindeer to mountain reindeer, and they do love to troll. They go to level 5. I don't think I've ever seen a level 4 diamond reindeer, but it is supposed to be possible. But most of the time when you are looking for a diamond, you are looking for a level 5. But finding one that actually makes diamond is not easy. They love to troll, and I mean a lot. Here is a prime example. So once, right after reindeer were reset during an update, I went on a hunt on my own map. I found 4 level 5s. All of them trolled me. Then I hit multiplayer. I found 1 more level 5, and it trolled me too. Can you believe that? So mountain reindeer can be hunted in all of the highlighted areas on the top half of the map in Medved. Coming in at number 2 on our list of top 10 nastiest trolls in Call of the Wild is a species that can only be hunted here in Virunga Savanna. And the species that I am referring to is the male gemsbok. Now, it's kind of ironic that male gemsbok troll so very much. They troll like 99% of the time. It is crazy. Whereas female gemsbok make diamond at level 4 pretty easily. They're one of the easiest diamonds in the game. It's crazy, isn't it? But if you are looking for a diamond male gemsbok, you are looking for a level 5. Diamond for gemsbok is 337.59. So if that number falls within the estimate of a level 5, you could be looking at a diamond. Probably not, but the only way to find out is to take a good shot, pass the harvest check, and pick that baby up. If you find enough of them, you just might find a diamond, and I hope that you do. The best way to hunt them is in their drink time, which is from 3 to 6 here in Savannah. Hit every lake where they can drink, and spot every single one of them until you find a 5. So you will find gemsbok when they are drinking between 3 and 6 at all of these starred areas, as well as the red circled lakes, especially the lake on the left-hand side. That lake is loaded with gemsbok. Coming in at number 1 on our list of top 10 nastiest trolls in Call of the Wild is a species that you can hunt on 2 different maps, here in Te Awaroa and in Emerald Coast. That species that I'm referring to is the feral goat. And if you can believe it, before I got my very first diamond feral goat, I can't remember how many trolls I shot, but it was around 20. Seriously, 20 trolls. Before I got a single diamond. That is record-breaking. That is completely insane. How can one species troll so very much? But feral goats, that's what they do. And you know what the irony is? I actually have a level 4 diamond feral goat, which is very rare to find. I was very lucky in finding that. But most of the time, when you do find a level 5 feral goat, it is going to be a troll. The only way to beat those odds is to just keep finding level 5s, and hopefully, eventually, you will find a diamond. There are diamonds out there. There definitely are. You just gotta find them. Now, here in Te Awaroa, feral goats drink from 15 to 18, and in Emerald Coast, they drink from 12 to 1500. So the best way to hunt them is set it to their drink time, hit all of the spots where they can drink, and spot every single one until you find a 5. If you can't find any on your map, head head to multiplayer and you will eventually find one. Now their diamond trophy is 208.71, so if you find that number within the estimate of a level 4 or a level 5, could be a diamond, so take a good shot. And here's where you'll find them in Te Awaroa. So feral goats can be found in all of the highlighted areas on the map when they're drinking between 15 and 1800, but the best spots are highlighted in red. So those are the nastiest trolls in the Hunter Call the Wild right now, and if you are hunting for any of those species, I really hope today's video helps you to put that species that loves to troll in your lodge. And if you did enjoy the video, go ahead and splat that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, share the video, and leave a comment down below. What is the nastiest troll you have ever had in the game? And as always, thank you so much for watching. And I'm going to recommend that you click right here for the top 10 easiest diamonds to find in Call the Wild right now.